Hey guys, if you missed it, I am retiring or semi-retiring from statue collecting. One of the things I realized is I have all these amazing statues, which I'm getting rid of about half of them. I realized that before some of them go, I need to do some comparisons to see which one is best. Not only for me to determine what I'm going to keep, but for you guys. So we've been doing a lot of statue countdowns. Now the real reason we're doing that is I'm traveling for about 4 out of the next 5 weeks and I need some content. But you still get to enjoy my face. Or hate me to my face. Actually, it's not really to my face. You should punch your phone or TV screen right now if you really hate me. Trust me. But today we're looking at the best statue dioramas out there. What the hell is a diorama? Well, dio stands for two, and rama stands for... Who? Fuck if I know. As the Extreme channel is pushing towards 50,000 subscribers, these are just a few of the statues we're giving away on the journey there. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the Extreme channel. Today we're doing another countdown. We're looking at best statue dioramas. Now this got a little bit complicated. You'd think it'd be simplistic. So initially I was like, any statue that has more than 2 people. However, it started going off on all these different directions. So for the purpose of today's countdown, I've excluded a few specific things that may or may not fall into the realm of diorama. First, if it's multiple pieces that are on separate bases, but maybe they're meant to go together. So for example, ARP's Clash of Powers is a great example of that. The ECC, Marcus and Lycan. And of course, Prime 1 Studios' Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So things like that will not be included in the countdown. Other things that won't be included are pieces that have statues together and they are not fighting, or they were not in the middle of a fight, or the fight is ending. So for example, the turrets would have fallen into that. Also, this upcoming custom Bane piece, which I don't have in hand yet, but it is on order. Another thing I'm not including in this countdown when it comes to dioramas are kind of one-offs. So for example, like a throne piece, like the Deadpool on Throne, when you have a bunch of pieces of heroes in there. Or stuff like this Aquaman, where it's not really other characters, it's other creatures kind of in it. Also excluding these Sentinel pieces. So if it's an X-Man versus Sentinel, while that's kind of 2 characters, not going to include those in this countdown. So we are strictly sticking to statues that have more than 2 characters on it, and they are fighting something in that diorama. Maybe they're fighting each other, maybe there's more than 2 characters and they're fighting a fallen enemy. So I'm also not including dioramas I used to own. For example, probably one that would have been near the top, if not at the top, was this custom Phase 2, Wolverine vs. Wendigo. I sold this kind of unwillingly, but I made a ton of money, so I had to do that because I'm a businessman. Another piece right here where I actually lost money on was this Old Man Logan diorama. So there are some older pieces in my collection. If you don't see them on the list, it's because I sold them. Now before we dive into that, I guarantee all these people going out and fighting need some type of nourishment. That's why they probably get the coldest water bottle cooler. That's right, this coldest cooler keeps anything cold. I tested it out yesterday at the barbecue festival, sat in my car all day, and it kept the sodas cold so I could drink them when I drove home. Coldest water bottle, check that out. There's a link in the description. You can actually win a bottle. They have tons of stuff on their website. If you click on the link below that, use the code EXTREME, you get a discount and you help support the channel. Now I do have a few dioramas on order. Those are not in the countdown because I like to see them in hand first, but let's check those out. Starting with Prime 1 Studios, Balrog vs. Gandalf. Clearly, it's Balrog vs. Gandalf, so I think this is going to be epic, and I think it would be near the top of the countdown once I get it in. However, probably won't be redoing this countdown, but nonetheless, very amazing, cool piece. Also, I have Figurama's Attack on Titan on order, and I believe this just hit the US. So I'll probably get it here in the next week or so, and who knows, I may have actually reviewed this before this video actually launches. So also, I have this Gwen and Mary Jane piece actually on order. Again, it wouldn't fall into anything because they're not fighting each other, but still, cool diorama nonetheless. Another piece that has hit the US is Sumei's Berserk Zod. Here he's fighting Guts and a bunch of soldier. And again, you may have seen the video on this because it's supposed to arrive in the next few days and it may launch before this one does. This custom Colossus vs. Juggernaut is coming in. Probably not till 2022, but it would definitely fall in the countdown, and if it's executed like the renders here, it would be high up. Then the last one, technically this would fall under a category. It is what we call Phase 5. So Wolverine and Domino, you can see that they killed an assassin or something below them right there. So this one would have fallen into the countdown as well. But that leaves us with over 15 pieces in the Extreme Collection that we could count down in the dioramas that we discussed where characters are fighting. Now, I've only chosen one Hulk piece in here. And the reason for that is recently I did this countdown of top Hulk statues. So there's quite a few dioramas in here. Some of them would have fallen into this countdown, but I'm just keeping one, the best one. So let's kick it off with number 15 is by Queen Studios. It's a nature piece. It's an anaconda, giant anaconda versus crocodile. Yeah, I said anaconda. This one is incredibly well done. It doesn't fit with my collection. It's actually going up for sale very soon if it hasn't gone up for sale already. But because I don't have as much ties to the characters in this, because they're not really characters, it falls at number 15. Number 14 is this custom. It's a 1/4 scale symbiote, so Peter Parker in the spider suit, in the black spider suit, versus Shocker. While I do think this is a badass piece, it just falls lower in the countdown for multiple reasons. However, the action, dynamic aspect of this statue is truly amazing. Number 13 is Yoda vs. Clone Trooper. This is by Sideshow. This is a premium format. This eventually I'm going to sell all my Star Wars stuff, and this will go. Please don't message me asking for it. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit that bell notification because everything will be sold through the channel. But it's nonetheless a very cool older Star Wars piece. Number 12 is a diorama by ARP. It is his Deadpool. I think this is called Deadliest Mercenaries. You can see he killed a bunch of assassins that were coming after him. Very, very bloody. ARP has a certain style to his things, and I absolutely love it, especially in person. This comes in at number 12. Number 11, I lied, there's two Hulk pieces on here. Number 11 is Sideshow's Hulk vs. Wolverine. I had mine painted gray, as you see. It comes naturally as green. I probably in the end would have preferred the green one. I'm not going to sell this or trade it or anything. I'm going to hold on to this one because it's so unique, but it falls in at number 11. Number 10 is a tie between these two X-Force Wolverine dioramas. So they're both custom. They're both 1/4 scale. As you see, I've actually done a video where I compare and contrast them. They both have their pros, both have their cons, and they come in at number 10. Number 9 is going to be one that most people would put as number 1. This is Bug Eater, Venom vs. Spider-Man. And the Spider-Man is actually optional whether you want to display him or not. I love Venom. I have about 30 Venom statues. We're going to do a Venom countdown here in the next few months or maybe sometime next year. I'm not selling any of my Venom pieces, just kind of a heads up, but this is truly an amazing piece. Number 8 is one actually I'd have my wife repair. It took her a long time to do it. It is this custom 1/4 scale, a little bit bigger than that, Wolverine vs. Ninjas. I actually am redoing my entire room that I do my filming in here, and all of the X-Men pieces will be in here in the next few months. I'm currently looking at him now displayed. He looks amazing. Very cool piece coming in at number 8. Number 7 is also a Wolverine diorama. It is Wolverine vs. Sabretooth. These two could probably be interchangeable where they ranked, but I think this one is awesome. I actually bought 2 of them. I sold one to my grandpa. Very cool piece. It's a recent acquisition, and I absolutely love it. Number 6 is Wolverine vs. Deadpool. If you guys remember the story on this one, I actually had to buy it 3 different times because it kept getting canceled, and then different people would pick up the project. It's an awesome, awesome piece, and what I like about it is the displayability. Well, that's not the only thing I like, but that's one of the many things. Cannot wait till I get him next to all the other Wolverine versus dioramas. Number 5 is this giant Alien vs. Predator piece. I'm moving all my AVP pieces to the office. I'm actually going to have to redo some shelving for this because it's so giant. This is 1/3 scale. It's done incredibly well. It's not my favorite Alien or Predator piece, but I love that it encompasses both creatures together. Number 4 is by Figurama. This is their Devilman vs. Amon. While I'm not a huge fan of the anime, I've tried to get into it, I'm a huge fan of this statue. This is the first statue that Figurama ever came out with, and they did an amazing job. And they continue to kill it with project after project. But this comes in at number 4. Number 3, I'm kind of cheating. This is a prototype, but the production pieces are going to be delivered later this year. So I'm really excited for everybody to get them, but this is a custom Curse of the Spawn. This one was almost borderline. However, there is that giant Violator head that he killed. So in my opinion, this does qualify as a diorama. It's 1/3 scale. It's absolutely amazing. Now we're down to the top 2. The top 2 actually shocked the hell out of me. I would not have thought they were the top 2, but careful examination, I spent like 15 seconds putting this list together, really solidified that these should be the top 2. Number 2 is an anime. It's Sume, One Punch Man. So I love this piece. You guys know this was a grail of mine. It's no longer a grail because I attained it, but it's an absolutely amazing piece. The concept, the paint, the sculpt, I love every part of it. So happy to have this in my collection. Now, number one, like I said, shocked the shit out of me, and it's right there. I moved it into this room, so you know it's an X-Men piece. And when I unboxed this and reviewed it, I remembered saying how amazing it was, but bringing it home and putting it back together and looking at it closely, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but number one is the custom Phase 4. So you have Maestro versus Wolverine, Old Man Logan, depending what portrait you use. This is awesome. It's a little overscaled in my opinion, but I love every part of this. It is a fantastic piece. I am really impressed, and that's why he gets number one in this countdown. Thank you so much for joining me for this list, guys. Now is my favorite part of the video. I read every single comment, so please comment below what your favorite is, whether it's one that was in the countdown or if it's one that I didn't mention at all. And the reason I ask you to comment is because of this. We will be giving all of these statues away, plus additional ones at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. To win one of these statues, all you have to do is make sure you've liked this video, you've subscribed to the channel, you've hit that bell notification, and then just drop a comment below. Every 5,000 subscriber milestone, we are going to do a random drawing and pick a random comment and give one of these statues away, plus some additional ones I'm not showing right now. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. So that's it, guys. One day, I hope somebody makes a diorama of me versus Gem Mint. So if you're a custom commissioner, go ahead and pick that up. Everybody else, just check out some of these other videos. Drop me a like on your way out. It really helps the channel. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.